guys, this is Ashlyn from Simple Beauty. I am so glad to be back filming a video for you guys this week. I feel like it has been so long since I really got in front of the camera and did an actual makeup video. It has been so crazy lately. It feels so good just to have time to sit down and do this. So today I went ahead and did a simple little summer look. I dressed it up a little with fake eyelashes, but you do not have to do that at all. That's just something I want to do because I feel like I haven't shown y'all how to put on fake eyelashes yet. So this is a look we did today, kind of like a fun, summery, rose gold kind of look. But anyways, yeah, so if you want to figure out how to do this eye look today, keep watching. Okay guys, so what we need to get started with, I always start with, is a good moisturizer. This is an amazing moisturizer. It's the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Balm. This thing is amazing. I'd say a lot of people compare it to the Tarte water cream, sort of, except it's clear. That's kind of what the cream looks like on the inside. So I just take that much, put it on my face. I really try not to get my nose too much. My under eyes dry out and my cheeks and a little bit of my forehead, but my nose, my T-zone gets really oily, so I really try not to put too much oil there. Anyway, so I always start off by moisturizing, and then I kind of press it in because I don't want my face to be really oily. Alright, I feel like I've set it in pretty well. First we need to prime our face, so my trusted primer, the Becca First Light. I still am obsessed with it. I don't know if it really does anything, but I think it smells so good. It makes my skin feel great. I don't mind putting this one on my nose because I think that it should be safe with worrying about oils and stuff because it dries down pretty quickly. It into the skin as well. Now another primer that I've really been using, so if you have a lot of oil and stuff, a primer that I've been using is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. So I'll just show y'all what that looks like. So, so it looks like this. And then the product is kind of skin color. See that? So I feel like sometimes it's great for me, especially when I'm really having a lot of pores and stuff. It really does blur it. It does its job. However, when you're really oily, it's hard to find good primers to put on your nose because it wears away over time because of the oil. So if you're oily skin, I think just test it out, see if it works for you. For me, if I'm going to be getting really hot or sweaty or something during the day, I do notice that it rubs off a little faster here and here, so I'm not going to be using it today. So I've primed and I've kind of let it dry a little bit, and now I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup in the shade Sand. And I haven't actually used this foundation since I got married because I have been extremely pale. So we'll see if this shade is finally my shade again. Okay, so I put a little bit on my hand and I'm going to take a foundation brush. This is the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Soothing Foundation, or Smoothing Foundation. Not soothing. Anyway, so I'm just going to dot my face. Okay, yeah, that matches. I dot my nose. I look insane. And then, so this is kind of a little updated, I don't know, skin routine, I guess. And I use the brush to push in the foundation around my nose because I think that it's hard to get in those little crevices. So I use it to get in those crevices. Okay, and then going in with a trusted beauty sponge. So this is by Real Techniques. I ordered another Morphe one because I got a new one and then our lovely little puppy ate it. So I was using my old one. I was just like, oh, I was too stubborn to do it. And that was honestly like 3 months ago. So I just ended up using a little beauty sponge I had around, but I did order another one. I love the Morphe red beauty sponge. I really like the texture of it, but this one's a really great one too, especially if you don't want to wait, order online at Ulta or Morphe. This is at Walmart, it's at Target, it's at everywhere, even Ulta too. So I'm just gonna add some of the extra product here. So I feel like for some reason it really wears off of my chin very easily. Alright, so bring the foundation down your neck. You never want to have your foundation not match your neck. Your ears as well. I just lightly dusted. I don't put any fresh product on to do that. I just put a little bit, I use whatever's on the brush. So really smooth that out, bring it down. And then I'm gonna go in with whatever's left on my hand, on the beauty sponge, really blend that out. Concealer. You already know what concealer I'm going to use. But lately what I've been doing, because I am a little bit more tan, I'm using the shade Light Neutral to kind of darken up my shade a little bit. I'm just going to spot it. And then now I'm going to go in with a lighter shade, but not really on my chin. My chin, I'm going to go ahead and blend out. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with Light Neutral. I'm going to pop it in. It makes it to where it's still light, but it's not as light, which I just don't like to look under my under eyes and think that I've been whitewashed. So I'm going to blend that out. Remember, I to like kind of do some fake nose job, I guess, and kind of like illusion of contouring, I bring it up to here because I really feel like that creates the illusion of bringing all this towards the face, and then I can contour here. It just makes the nose look a little smaller. And so whatever is left over on my sponge product-wise, I'm going to put on my eyes. So I don't put a lot of thick concealer on it because there's enough product still on the sponge that... So now I'm going to get my setting powder. Using the Cover Effects setting powder, I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge. Make sure that your creases are really buffed out well. Alright, so always hard when you have really big dark circles under your eyes to really get all the creases. If you don't suffer from such, feel blessed. We'll get the brow video started. So. Okay, so I outlined first, and then I'm going to put in the sparse hairs here. So I've gone ahead and done this, and now I'm going to go in with the Brow Drama, and I'm going to, it's a brow gel. I'm going to use it to really kind of add some more darkness, but also to blend it out. And I'm going to blend out the front portion of my brows with the spoolie. So that is how I do my new brow routine. I really feel like it adds some good darkness here, and and then kind of clings to the hairs a little bit, so it makes it seem like my brows are thicker. I don't have to use as much as my pencil product anymore. I just overall like it really well. So I've finished my brows, and now I'm going to go into my eyeshadow routine. So before I go into my eyeshadow look of the day, zoom y'all back out. I'm going to talk about BoxyCharm for a minute. Okay, so BoxyCharm is really awesome. It is a monthly subscription. I've tried a lot of monthly subscriptions. I did Ipsy for a little while. I don't really recommend it because they're all sample size. And you're paying like, oh wow, I think it was like $10, $12 whenever I last was doing that, but it's been probably almost a year and a half or 2 years ago. I'm just not crazy about Ipsy at all. I decided to try BoxyCharm. In the first box out of the gate, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I got a full-sized Becca primer, just this same size. It was the more shimmery kind of nude tone one, backlighting, and I was like, oh my gosh. I got a Dr. Brandt brand stuff. I mean, right off the back, I was like, I don't really know how they make money because it's a $21 box, so it's a bit more expensive than Ipsy or anything like that, but they have full-size products. And this month I got a Brazilian little bum cream is what this is called, and it's a little sample of that. I got 3 new brushes from Luxie Beauty. So these 3 brushes. This one is a tapered highlighter. I've been using it for blush. This one is a precision foundation. And this one is the duo fiber powder. It also came with some cute lashes from the brand Battington. And this is what the lashes look like. They're really cute. And then it also came with this full-size little palette called the Alamar. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And that palette looks like this. And the colors look like that. Really cute. Some of these colors I know are a little bit bold for me and I might not use them, but I mean, we might could see. And then last month's box, not June's, which now it's July, but June's box is the one I'm talking about. May's box had a pure sculptor palette with 2 highlighter shades and 2 contour shades. Basically, I just think they have a really good products usually that they put in the box. Sometimes the products are a lot alike, other times not. More than anything, I have liked it. The products that come with it, I mean, there's some stuff like, I mean, I'll use this. It's not like I love it, but I'll use it. But some of the other products, I'm like, I love this. And this blush I've been using, it's by Pretty Vulgar. It also came in last month's box. And it has this cute little pink kind of color. I really like the shade. It's light, but it's not too much. Like for me, I like it. I'm not a big blush person, and I feel like it's a really good shade. But yeah, so I really endorse BoxyCharm. I do have a code to give you that would that you could use, but I am genuinely endorsing it. I really like BoxyCharm. I posted it about on my social media months before we even started this channel. I really like BoxyCharm. I really think it's great. So if you're looking for a monthly box subscription, I totally recommend BoxyCharm. So first off, I'm going to get a transition shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Love it. I think Caitlin used it in her most recent video too, and I am obsessed. So I'm using the Morphe M504. It's a really big fluffy brush. Let me zoom y'all in. Okay, so I'm going to use this really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. have the transition shade kind of popped where I like it. Kind of gives a good base for all the other blending I'm going to do. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe M573. And I'm going to use the shade Cocoa Taxi. This is Cocoa Taxi. This one, the orange-ish one. Okay, and so that kind of gives it a little bit deeper look. Now I'm going to go in with shade Guantanamera. I'm not sure, but it's this one right here. And I'm going to just deepen the crease a little bit more. If your brush has a lot of product, I would recommend kind of starting at the outer side and bringing it in afterwards, because that way you don't have a lot of product here or here. I just like to have more darker colors out here, so it benefits me to kind of put it here and bring it in. And any dark color I have, I just bring it lower and lower. So I started off really high and kind of came here, and now I'm kind of more here. Deeper in the crease. That's what she said. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to get the shade La Costa, that lighter pinky shade. Just going to pop it from the inner corner over. Some people use brushes. I think that personally, I think my finger works just as well, and I get a little bit more product on it as far as like really wet shimmers. And so I'm going to blend that out a little bit with the same brush I've been using. Get it, kind of sweep it away from anywhere up further where I didn't want it. And then I'm going to get this Precision blender, the M506. It's kind of small. And I'm going to go in with the shade Guantanamera, that kind of deep red again, kind of get a little bit more precise. So. Then I'm going to take that other brush and blend that out. So it's looking really dark right now, I know, just bear with me. I'm going to get a small blending brush again, go back in with a darker color, the Capacito, I think, in this palette, the dark brown, and I'll pop it into my outer corner. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it in a little bit here, just to connect the two. Alright, and that's kind of my look. And then now I'm going to get my small smudger brush, the Morphe M213. And I'm going to get the shade Cocoa Taxi a little bit, the orangish shade. so I'm not going to just leave my under eyes as a really light orange color. That would be crazy. I'm going to go in with the shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, this color. Alright, and now I'm going to get a little bit of the dark Cafecito brown from the Alamar palette, and I'm going to start in my outer corner and bring it in. And so this is kind of what it looks like. So now I'm going to take a shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, this one right here, and I'm going to use it to hit the brow bone. So I'm just going to kind of swirl it and then go in on my brow bone. And now I'm going to take the second color in the Jaclyn Hill palette, same brush, oh, and this is the Morphe E36. I'm going to put it on my inner corner. And so if you don't know what you're supposed to do curly to do, it's just to make the eye look brighter, more awake. And I'm going to put a little bit of it on the middle brow part of my brow bone. Alright, and then I'm going to get a little bit of a blender brush because I'm crazy. I'm just going to swoop that together a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little powder on the rest of my face. This is just the L'Oreal True Match powder in shade neutral or whatever, maybe, yeah. I'm just going to get a little bit on my big fluffy brush and get right here. And right here. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M530, just kind of a round brush like this. I use it with my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Cosmetics. Guys, I love this bronzer. I've been using it for probably 6 months. And there's still a ton of product left in it. It's amazing. It comes in this cute little container, very summery. It smells like cocoa butter. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to put it on right here, and the apples of my cheek. Because it's summer, we have a nice glow, you know? And I put a little up here. You want to bronze anywhere that the sun would have really gotten you nice and tan. So when you think about like when you've been outside tanning, you usually get a little bit more color up here. So it just gives you a really nice glow from within. I don't really think there's any shimmer in or anything. It's a matte, but it smells nice. It's got a really buttery texture. It blends really well. And then now I'm going to do my contour. I'm going to use the Morphe M523 for that. and my trusted Lorac Pro palette. I'm going to use the shade medium in it. I'm a little more tan. So I'm just going to put it on this side of the brush and kind of bring it here. Now I am finished with my contour and I'm going to do my highlight. I'm going to use, actually I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to use that Boxy brush and the Pretty Vulgar blush. Alright, so I'm just going to put it on the apples of my cheek and I'm going to be very, very light-handed. Okay, and then I'm going to buffer that out a little bit with the bronzer brush I used. And now I'm going to go in with the highlighting brush, the Morphe 5110, with my Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. And this is probably like my favorite highlighter right now. Looks like this, it's very shimmery. Not like glittery, just has a really good sheen. And then I'm going to take a little bit on my finger and kind of dot it down my nose, to the end of my nose. And then I'm going to kind of blend that out with a sponge. So that's kind of how it looks. So I'm going to add a little bit of contour to my nose. So I'm just using the shade Light from the Lorac palette, and I'm just going to take a little bit and bring it down this side of my nose. Kind of cap it off at the end, and then bring it down to that side. So kind of create the illusion of a skinnier nose. Alright, and then now I'm going to put on some lashes. I'm going to use the lashes called Battington Lashes from the BoxyCharm box. And they're really cute. Now with lashes, kind of a little how-to on those is that you're going to want to look at which side has the shorter lashes. And so for this one, it's this side. And you're going to measure it to fit the length and then cut the excess off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So now I've cut it, I already added a little glue. You want it to dry a little bit and kind of bend it to flex. And then get a pair of tweezers. Get a good hold. And then you're going to set it onto your lashes, or onto your lash line. So that's kind of what that looks like. So now I'm going to do the other side. Alright, and I'm going to put the glue on this side. I use a Duo adhesive product. Now when I put glue on, I really like to get the outer part a lot because that's where it's going to rise up a lot. So lashes can be super picky, and it just takes a lot of practice to do it. Whenever I grab the lash, I like to grab it in the center with my tweezers. That's like where you really want it to land, is really well in the center. That way you can press it down everywhere else. So. So this is what the lashes look like on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my favorite liner, the Stilla Stay All Day liner. I'm going to line my eyes and kind of connect it. So it kind of looks like that. We're going to take some mascara and just connect it all. Alright, and then the other side. Okay, and then so this is basically the look for the day. So I've got everything on. I do need to do my setting spray, so I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last. This is a really good drugstore setting spray. I think Jaclyn uses it as well. But it's really great. I need to get more. But this and the Morphe the Morphe setting spray I think are amazing. So always fun. I don't think there's a cute way to look good when setting, so I just kind of press it into the skin a little bit more. And then I will add a lip and be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I went ahead and used the liquid lip by ColourPop in the shade Echo Park. It is a ultra satin lip. So I just felt like it was kind of fun and fresh. I really wanted this look to be something that you could dress up, like with fake eyelashes, dress down, depending on what you wanted to do. But I just thought it'd be fun to do like a nice warm summery look. But yeah, so this is how we ended up today. Hope you enjoy.